Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let's talk today about getting what you want, how to get what you want. First of all, do you know what you want? I think that would be the question, right? Do you know what you want? Is your awareness clear enough to see, to know what you want?
Welcome to Success Through Meditation. I'm Shakti, coming to you from a lineage of enlightenment to help you to see, honor, and love the light within yourself so that you can see, honor, and love the light within others.
Look around yourself. Look around you. You'll see exactly what you want. Look at your surroundings. Look at your relationships. Look at your financial state. Look at the work that you're doing. Look at the car that you drive, the home you live in. So for whatever reason, these are the things that you have wanted until this point. So for whatever reason that you've landed on this planet to learn up until this point, what you see around you is what you have wanted. So the first step in getting what you want, of course, is to become aware of what you want, of what you want to do, of what you don't want to do. Up your awareness, that's the point. And how do you up your awareness? Well, I'll get to that in just a second, but the first thing that you need to do is, or the second thing that you need to do after you up your awareness is to assess. This is where the magic comes in. You have to assess and take a look at your life. Take a look at the moments that you've marked in your brain, the situations when you have accomplished things, that you have received gifts from the universe, from relationships, from anywhere that you've received them. This is the magic of life, isn't it? Maybe you've created something that you really, really wanted, and it wasn't a big deal, was it? It wasn't a huge deal that you did that. It was easy, and everything in your world conspired to make it happen. Easy peasy lemon breezy. That's what happened, right? It wasn't a worrisome, horrible effort. It was a lovely effort, an effort of passion, of love. And how did you feel after you received these things that you had worked so hard for? How did you feel? Did you stress over it? No, of course not. Or did you set out in that moment to get it done without worrying, without complete stress, without stress? You got it done with total focus and abandon, knowing there was no one, no thing that could or would stop you from having it. Whatever it was, love, mastering something, you got it, whatever it was. Your clear, calm, and bright self got it done. Like attracts like. You understand this. Whatever vibration that you are putting out, whatever vibration you are holding within, is what you will pull into your life. You vibrate at the very same frequency of that which you are bringing towards yourself, that which you desire. You became, when you got these things, you became a magnet, and you magnetize the object of your desire, knowingly or unknowingly. This is the trick. To be aware enough to attract, to magnetize only what you want. So, to attract what you want, you must vibrate at that frequency, the frequency of your desire. If you want to attract happy things, choose to be happy. It's a choice. You hear me say it all the time. Happiness is a choice. If you are not happy, guess what you magnetize? Guess what you attract? So, change your frequency, change what you attract, change what you bring into your life. You have drawn into your life every situation, every event, every person through the frequency that you put out, that you embody. What you chose to do with them was up to you, of course. You can learn from them. You can learn from these things that you bring in that you don't necessarily want to repeat. So learn from it. It's up to you always. Every challenge is a gift that you've drawn into your life. Every moment is a gift to be grateful for, to learn from, or to simply enjoy and revel in, depending, right? And it's up to you to recognize the gift in that moment and learn from it so that you'll know what you want and what you don't want. Learn the lessons so you don't have to repeat the events. You'll never have a wish or a desire without having the ability and the power to make it come true. Anything that your heart desires, you have the ability. Otherwise, you wouldn't have the desire. And you may have to work diligently, of course. You may have to work, night and day with passion, with love to make these things happen. So, what is the work? Remember the first thing that we talked about today, awareness? Remember the second thing that we talked about today, happiness? Become aware, up your awareness, and choose happiness. How? Meditate. Meditate with intention, with consistency. Sit in stillness to become intimate with peace, with calm, with happiness and bliss. Come to understand something, this very thing. It is in the path of your happiness that you will learn the lessons, that you will receive your heart's desires and understand why and what you've come here to do. It is in this path, through meditation, clarity and understanding, that you'll understand what you came here to do. Besides, of course, which you've heard me say many times, you're here to be happy, you're here to have a good time. And it is in the stillness of meditation that you'll discover the true happiness so that you can go through life. Maybe you'll be sad sometimes. We have events in our lives that don't demand that every moment is perfect bliss, but through it all, you can be happy. So we learn why we came here to do what we came here to do, and it is in the stillness that you'll discover this happiness and joy, this reason for your life, which is simply, as I said, to be. To be. But in that stillness, you'll see the happiness that you hold within. So be yourself. Be your highest and happiest self. This is how you get what you want. By expanding your awareness through meditation, you will come to know your heart's desire, this unbounded awareness that you have within, and you'll learn that it is real. You have to open your mind, your imagination. You have to clear the mind, you have to clear the fog. You have to clear the fog through the practice of meditation. By doing this, you open your field of vision. We only have a 180-degree view, right? But eternity, source, God, has a much greater, larger view. And as your awareness field expands in all directions, you come to know yourself and what you want through meditation. This is where you connect with your source. This is where you come to know your intention and increase, of course, your power and energy so that you can do what it is that you want to do in this life. Meditate deeply. Experience the state of samadhi. You can do this. Everyone can do this. It's not just for a chosen few at all, but it is simply for the few who choose to take the path. You learn to stop thought by focusing on the gap between the thoughts. This is unbounded awareness, the core of your existence, and you begin to wake up. Awareness with focus or concentration allows you to focus your attention on a specific point, sort of like a magnifying glass in the sun. Your creativity increases with one pointed focus. Combining unbounded awareness with focus creates limitless possibilities. Meditation practices teach you how to easily take your mind to a specific focus anytime you want, to have creative power whenever you choose. As I was talking about the magnifying glass in the sun, it's sort of like the warmth of the sun helps the seed of desire, the seed of desire to sprout, to blossom, to bloom. Unbounded awareness and concentrated focus support each other and form the two of the three steps to getting what you want, right? To have flexible conscious awareness, to trust, to surrender, to be flexible, allows your creativity and your power to grow so that you can draw into your life the things that you want. Because the universe unfolds exactly as it should. Even when you can't see it, it all happens for your best and highest good. In any situation, as Louise Hay admonished us to repeat over and over and over, all is well in my world. Everything is working out for my highest good. And in this situation, only good will come. Out of this situation, only good will come. Repeat this over and over and over when you have challenges in your life. All is well in my world. Everything is working out for my highest good. And out of this situation, only good will come, and I am safe. And I am safe. Remember that results may be hard to recognize because maybe it didn't arrive the way you expected it to. But as I said, the universe has a much greater view for us so that everything works out for your highest good. Be open, non-judgmental. This prevents you from getting stuck in your mind without resistance. Be open. You create through your desire. This is a process. It's always changing. It's always in motion. But you set it in motion with your desire. Then you learn to flow with it. You learn to flow with the results that you put into motion. When you successfully flow with what you want, with what you have put into motion, with the energy of your desire, you arrive at the manifestation of your desire. There it is. Through the practice of meditation, getting in touch with your happiness, upping your awareness, your creativity, your clarity as you clear the fog, you draw into your life your heart's desire. And through it all, we learn to adapt through meditation by not holding on to our thoughts, by learning to stop thought without resistance, without judgment. This is how you get what you want. For those of you who may be new to the practice of meditation, every day when we wake up, we take a shower, or at the very least, wash your hands and face, so that you bring your best self to your practice. We sit with the back straight, maybe using our music, which is infused with enlightened energy to sort of help block the other energies, thoughts, vibrations from others on this planet. And we learn to focus on a flower, a candle flame, the yantra that you'll see on the screen. We sit for 15 minutes in the beginning, empty tummy, unless it's growling, then, and be awake, by the way. But if your tummy's growling, put something small, a piece of fruit in it. Right? You don't want that distraction. And at the end of our meditation, we bow, forehead to the ground, and offer up our meditation to the universe, to eternity, to all sentient beings, to truly help to lift our planet, to help lift those around you, yourself, and everyone on our planet. This is what we do. And if you are finding that you are a little sleepy, or that you want to go to sleep during your meditation practice, simply stretch, move around, maybe have a cup of coffee, cup of tea, and come back and begin again. I'm going to take myself off camera as we begin to relax. Take a deep cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and hold for the count of 3 at the top. Focus all of your attention on your eyes, the muscles around your eyes, and relax the muscles around your eyes. As you do, your jaw muscles, your facial muscles will also begin to relax. If you have any tension whatsoever in your scalp, relax your scalp. Relax your neck, your throat, your chest, your shoulders. Relax your upper arms, your lower arms. Relax your hands and your fingers. Relax your back as you sit up as straight as is comfortable for you. Relax your back. Relax your abdomen. Release all of the muscles in your abdomen. Relax your hips, your upper legs, your lower legs. Relax your feet and your toes. Relax, relax, relax. Focus all of your attention on your power center, your navel center chakra that rests an inch or so above your belly button. See the golden light signified by your being as power. This is where your power rests, your center of power. Focus only on this area to the exclusion of all else. As you see this golden light growing, take your hands and face your palms together about the distance of maybe a basketball or a football, soccer ball. Place your hands facing each other. You can feel the energy, if you're sensitive enough, between your hands. We're going to take this golden ball of light from your power center and place it between your hands. Your hands are facing each other. You're now holding a golden ball of light. Think for a moment about your greatest desire. Think about what that might be, or maybe you know exactly what it is. We'll take just a moment for you to see this desire that you have. Once you know your desire, you've seen your desire, place it in this golden ball of light that you hold between your hands. Place this desire in the light that comes from you, this golden light that you hold in your hands. See this desire. Smile, knowing that it is yours. See it, feel it, know that it is yours in this moment. And now take this golden ball of light with your greatest desire within and place it on your heart center, your heart chakra, which rests in the center of your chest. Place this golden light in your heart center. Allow it to be purified. Allow it to grow. And by placing it here, you know that it is in the hands of eternity now. And that it is so. Trust, have faith, and know that it is yours. Smile, knowing that you have your heart's desire. As we prepare to meditate, as you allow this desire in your heart to be given up to eternity with trust and faith, knowing that it is yours, we will sit as we clear our thoughts and know that it is done. It is complete, and it is so, in the hands of eternity, where your desire rests. Continue to know that your heart's desire is in good hands with love as we begin to meditate. And now, let's meditate. Namaste. Thank you for being with us today. As you can see, it's really not a grueling task to get what you want, to have what you want. You simply must up your awareness, live in happiness, connected to your highest self, knowing that everything will always work out, no matter how it looks in the moment, and that we can learn from every experience as we know that we are the embodiment of love, happiness, light. And through meditation, you're able to see clearly your path, how to vibrate at a higher rate so that you attract only those things of your heart's desire. I'll look forward to seeing you again next week. For now, thanks so much. Namaste. The light in me sees, honors, and so loves the light in you. Thank you. I'll see you soon.